Hello friends, whatever hero is going to gain me the most MMR main here, bringing you another Dota 2 video on behalf of Dota Alchemy, and I wanted to make this quick, semi-informal video to warn you about the single worst, or greatest if it's on your team, thing that you can pick or face in your pubs currently. This is the most broken thing in 7.23. People say, oh, Jenkins, what about Mirror Shield? That's a pretty good thing. What about Outposts? Absolutely not. None of that matters. This individual thing breaks Dota more than anything in 7.23, and that is Lifestealer. This hero is not okay. I'm going to show you a couple of replays as to why this hero is not okay, but honestly, half of the reason that I'm making this video is in the hopes that it will cause some people to start picking it, and then that'll cause people to start complaining about it on the enemy team, and then that's going to get it fixed, because honestly, if this hero isn't banned, whichever team picks it is probably going to win, as long as you pick a hero that's good with it. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. So first, what I want to show you is how you play this hero in team fights. And honestly, this is about 75 to 90% of the game past the laning stage. You basically find your strongest hero, and in this case, it's my TA. My PA will probably be pretty strong at some point, but right now my TA wants to fight. So I get in my TA, he gets hasted movement speed, he gets 1,000 more HP, and he gets all of my auras. In terms of items, I built Helm of Dawn because it gives base damage increased by 20%, so that's going to buff up my TA. Vlad's, that's also going to give lifesteal armor. Then the Buckler as well, which stacks with the Vlad's, that's going to give 2 armor. So basically, I'm just part of TA, which is very boring. And I was actually very glad that I had the Dominator, because I was able to play a tomato, and I was last hitting in another lane while just sitting in my TA, and that was basically the game. So this is definitely free MMR, but it's not very fun. And here you can see in this fight how difficult it is to deal with this TA. Look at them try to chase. They try to run after her, but it's not possible. You can't position well against this, against a hero that's infested by nakes. You just can go in and out of fights with ease. I mean, you're hasted. I'm a permanent haste rune, all of these auras, and damage. So this is all you do. It's very simple. That's why I said in the intro, I think you need a hero to pick with it. If you are picking this and you have like a Tinker as your mid and a Zeus as your carry, or a Pugna as your carry, something like that, this really isn't going to work. But 90% of the carries and mids in this game are going to be perfectly fine having a Lifestealer. So like I said, the only remotely difficult part of playing this hero currently is the laning stage, and I want to put emphasis on remotely there, because it's really not even that difficult. This hero has always been one of the easiest laners to play in the game, not because he really applies any big amount of pressure, but more so because he just has infinite sustain. He just sits there and he can't be pushed out of lane. So in terms of items, I should mention, before I mention items, that I believe this hero can be played as a position 3, as a position 5, as a position 4. It's probably best in the support roles, but it's so good right now that you can pick it in any role. And if you do pick it as an offlaner, then you get a little bit more farm priority, which gets you some of these aura items a little bit quicker. So anyway, speaking of items, I went for Healing Salve, 2 Tangos, just to be absolutely clear that I was going to be fine in the laning stage. Quelling Blade, because of course you have to start with this item these days, and Ring of Protection, just to give me a little bit of extra armor, kind of because, you know, everybody has a stout shield built in now, so you may as well get the Ring of Protection. It's just about the next most effective thing. I sent out early aura items just to kind of keep sustaining in the lane, and at the moment that I get level 6, I could infest either, you know, my PA or my Lifestealer and go for a possible play, a possible gank. But on that note, the skill build I believe that you need to decide on should be determined by when your cores want to fight. So I have a PA and I have a TA. These heroes don't really fight until they get like 1 or 2 items at the very least, and that's why in this game I maxed out the Feast first instead of going for Rage or Open Wounds. I think you would go for Open Wounds in a lane where you think that you can get a lot of kills if it's important to get a lot of kills. In this game, I had this mentality that I wanted to just go Feast because of the attack speed, and then I could farm those early jungle items and just kind of hit that power spike with my 2 other cores at around the same time. I didn't really want to try to go for kills because I know that if we go into the late game, we're very likely just going to win because of the Lifestealer plus TA or PA combo. I also think maxing out Rage is perfectly acceptable if you need it to survive the laning stage, or you need it to like split farm until your team comes online and has their power spikes so that you can fight with them. But really the most important thing is just surviving until the point that you can infest your team, and then your team becomes God, and you kill everybody and win Dota. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to get your MMR with this hero while you still can, because I am absolutely certain that this is going to get nerfed very soon. And any team that doesn't first phase ban this hero in the open qualifiers on Friday, they're going to lose. And they're going to lose very quickly as soon as the Lifestealer gets level 6. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you in another video.